Hello and welcome to Craftiosity, the subscription box of modern craft kits. This month you'll be working with a process that gives a completely unique result every time, marbling. With a wooden candle holder base, you'll be creating whirling, swirling patterns using the marbling inks. And once you've adorned your candle holder with the gorgeous marbling pattern and lit your first candle, you'll still have plenty of ink if you'd like to create your own marbled papers. Inside your kit, you'll find your wooden candle holder, a paintbrush, 2 marbling inks, white paint, non-latex gloves, and your marbling tray. You'll also find your step-by-step photo instructions and a note card for your pinboard. Prepare your workspace by placing down a cover that you don't mind getting messy, such as some cardboard or newspaper. Using the paintbrush and white paint, cover the candle holder in a very thin layer of white paint to prime the wooden surface. If the paint feels too thick going on or is difficult to spread, use a little water to wet your paintbrush and water down the paint slightly. Leave the candle holder to dry for at least 30 minutes. It should be dry to the touch before marbling. Fill the tray with around 2/3 full of water. You want it to be deep enough to submerge the candle holder to its midpoint, but not so full that the water spills out when you put the candle holder in. Put the gloves on if you haven't already, ready for marbling with the inks. Shake your bottles of dye well before you use them. Using the black dye, squeeze the dye onto the water until you have a circle 1 centimetre across. Repeat once more, spacing these out across the tray of water. Using the blue dye, squeeze the dye into the water until you have a circle of 1 centimetre. Repeat 3 more times, spacing these out around the tray of water. Using the wrong side of the paintbrush, gently trace up and down and side to side through the dye in the water until you've created a marbled pattern. The more you trace, the smaller and more detailed the marbling will get. Holding the candle holder flat on its side, dip it into the marbling tray up to its midpoint. You're aiming to marble halfway up the sides of the candle holder too, but don't let it touch the bottom of the tray. Slowly pull the candle holder out of the water and ink and hover it there, still holding it flat, allowing it to drip for 30 seconds. When you turn it over, if you have any large areas of dye that look like they might run, allow the candle holder to dry flat, ink side up, for a few minutes before you dip the other side. If you feel you need to, add a few more drops of dye to the tray of water, using a little less than you had before, and use the wrong end of the brush to repattern the surface. Dip the other side of the candle holder into the tray as you did before. Aim to cover the other face and halfway up the sides. You can tilt the candle holder a little to do this if you need to, but don't let it touch the bottom of the tray. Slowly pull the candle holder out of the water and ink and allow to drip for 30 seconds while still holding it flat. Place the candle holder on its base to dry. Allow 3 to 4 hours before touching or the inks may smudge. And well done, your marbled candle holder is complete. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and we look forward to welcoming you to the next craft kit next month.